Hey, Blue Table fans. We have a little bit of a treat. These are some Grey Knight Terminators, Paladins, I think they're called. And these are painted at level 6. And we have these cool temple stone-like bases that we do, which are really fun, and they were really nice to paint. So these are 2 squads, and I forget his name. So maybe, hold on, let me find the project.
Drago or something like that?
Drago or Drago or... Yeah, Drago. Yeah. So we got Drago, and I don't know, we have Apothecary in each squad, which is nice. So here he is. And Apothecary also in this squad. So lots of fun to paint. These were kind of an artistic license on them, so I opted for kind of sticking with traditional kind of Grey Knight colors, but kind of doing something that's not very often seen, like kind of rusting them up. And so I've spent a lot of time in a junkyard looking at metal and things like that, and so I wanted to kind of come as close to that as I could. So the squads are actually differentiated. These guys on their personal heraldry, on their right shoulders, all of these guys have some form of the sword with the classical Grey Knight colors on their shoulders. This group over here has some form of the skull. And so for ease of glancing, I did mostly red and white colors. And the power swords were lots of fun. I didn't do a whole lot of reflective light off of them, but I did keep some, so if you look close on some guys you can see it reflecting. Otherwise it's fairly not as shiny, but I think it's still brilliant and really attractive. So each squad has, like I said, an Apothecary. It has 2 Thunder Hammers, and lots of these. I think it's, what is this? P something. It's not a plasma rifle. It's a Psi Cannon or something like that. Psi Cannon. Totally right. Psi Cannon. Yeah, lots of fun. Oh, the base work, I kind of imagined that, these guys have been out for a long time, they've been battling Chaos for a while. They've been fighting Nurgle and everything as well, so they look like they've been, they've been around. So the bases, I kept it kind of not the typical 40K desolation waste world. Like this might be, they might be returning home or going out from like maybe a holy place, like one of their temples or something like that. And so I kept it still kind of ruinous and old, but still looks like something that the Imperium would still want to keep and protect. So I don't know what else to really make about these guys. They're lots of fun. This guy has some interesting things on his shield. I followed some sort of scripture-like verse saying about going into darkness and coming out and that kind of thing. But it's so weathered and beat up on his shield you can't really tell. So
awesome.
But that was loads of fun. And I also kept the kind of the heraldry theme for both squads on his shield. For Drago, this is a conversion that we did. This isn't the natural fig that occurs with him, but I think it looked out pretty well. So. Grey Knights.
Where's the guy with the Leaping Thunder Hammer?
The Leaping Thunder Hammer guy.
We did a video
is right here.
And saw some of the cool conversions. Nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a really cool. What group is this? Is this the? No, this is the second group. And these guys, there's a couple of them that had some pretty fun. Oh, their names. Oh, each of these characters also has a name from one of the Knights of the Round Table. I think his little banner book is pretty cool. Did a lot of detail on that. So each of these guys has a name on their right shoulder below their heraldry of one of the, like this guy is Dragonet, of one of the Knights of the Round Table. And so on some of them, because it's pretty beat up and faded, it's kind of hard to see on some of them. You can see on him his Gaffin, Dragonet. Let's see, this guy, Boars, Sir Boars. See on his nameplate as well. And so they were pretty good. I really enjoy these models. I like doing power weapons. This guy's Sir K, because they add sometimes with Grey Knights, because they're just one color. It really gives you a little extra dimension and a little bit of extra fun and excitement, just for somebody that could be otherwise kind of confusing because of all the details and the little tidbits that are on them. You want to make something that is contrasting in color and that kind of thing, but still, because doing his armor, you know, all these little accoutrements that they have on there, they're still made out of the metal that their armor is made out of, and so the seals and everything, for me, they're eye candy up close, but sometimes they get a little confusing. So picking something like a head or a weapon that kind of makes them stand out a little bit more helps that a lot. And I think the Apothecary worked out really well. I made both Apothecaries and also Dragos, there's helmets of gold. And so I think I liked it a whole lot. I've never seen that before on a Grey Knight, but I think that might be my personal preference now on Grey Knights. So I was playing around with the idea of doing an all gold one, but I think that might be a little too confusing. But anyway, these are a lot of fun to paint. I think the client did a really good job with the Knights of the Round Table kind of theme on them. I think that was great. Because when he told me in the instructions in the lore that when a Space Marine becomes a Grey Knight, what they do is they get rid of, or when a human becomes a Grey Knight, they get rid of their given names and they adopt a new name. And so that's what these guys have on their shoulder pieces. So a whole lot of fun to paint. Again, probably an artistic hint and pointer on things is to make your darks dark and make your lights light, and try to paint things how you see them, not how you think you see them, and that really makes things lean over to the real world kind of side of things. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, got some inspiration.